Hey guys, it's Paradise, and have you ever wondered what it would be like to build massive structures, literal megastructures, around entire planets, or just to explore uncharted systems and lead a brand new civilization to greatness? Well, that's exactly what Galactic Civilizations IV and the new Megastructures DLC is looking to bring to the table. As a massive fan of anything space, sci-fi, and strategy, we had to check this one out because I've always loved the theories of Dyson spheres, and this is just one of the several new megastructures that you can actually build in-game and utilize to your advantage in this new expansion. So when Stardock asked to sponsor us to dive into the game and take a look, I was happy to see if this DLC delivers what we would want and expect from it. Think of this as a sneak peek into the game and the new DLC so you can see what's up, as it does release on the 10th of December and is available to pre-order on Steam. Stick around to find out, but first you might be wondering, what exactly is Galactic Civilizations IV? Well, after playing it, I can tell you it's a deep 4X strategy game that combines creativity, a lot of strategy, and the general thrill of ruling a galaxy. You'll be exploring, expanding, but also exploiting and ultimately exterminating your rivals as you take the reins of an interstellar species and guide them to become a dominant galactic force. Much like other 4X games, the great part is that the way you do this is up to you. The game features a fantastic ship designer that lets you craft everything from nimble scouts to devastating battleships, but if you prefer diplomacy and that side of things in your 4X games, you can also go down the route of forging alliances or manipulating your rivals through cultural and political influence. The game basically lets you play in a variety of ways, whether you want to go for a tool playstyle with fewer but more highly developed core worlds, or go wide by conquering and colonizing like the true space tyrant you are at heart. So basically, it's an in-depth and engaging 4X strategy game, but with its brand new expansion, Megastructures, which drops on the 10th of December, there's even more added in, with the highlight being the awesome addition of several new gameplay impacting structures. For instance, there are Dyson spheres, which are theoretical, massive artificial structures built around entire stars to gather energy, and there's even stellar gateways that you can build to instantly teleport across entire solar systems. So this DLC adds in a variety of game-changing features and constructs that effectively redefine the late-game strategy. So let's jump into it and take a look at these new additions, and they all start with the Stellar Architect. These are unlocked by the Stellar Architect tech and are used to construct new megastructures. You send them to stars and choose which megastructures to build, ultimately taking several turns to complete and then consuming the architect once done. For extra quality of life, there's even a Find Megastructure Site button that helps streamline this process. Firstly, we have the Stellar Nexus. These are like a foundation for dozens of different megastructures, which can be upgraded via Nexus augments. These offer different bonuses depending on the host star's color, and can be unlocked over time into 3 different tiers, with tier 3 ultimately being so powerful it's game-winning. Then we have Ring Worlds. These are built around stars and offer different tile bonuses depending on the color of the host star. They're essentially meant to be an artificial paradise for your colonies, basically meaning if you need more room for your growing population, you can build these massive habitat rings to house your citizens and provide critical resources. The awesome thing is, you can even encounter ruined ring worlds as part of the new quests in the DLC. These ruined versions were previously inhabited by an ancient race of aliens called Ring Worlders, and if you progress far enough, you just might actually encounter them. And then we of course have the Dyson spheres. These harness the energy of an entire star and are the best way to generate energy for your megastructures. The amount of energy generated by these Dyson spheres depends on the color of the host star. White is by far the best with a high yield, then you have red, blue, and purple being in the middle with a medium yield, and yellow being the worst with a low yield. So these basically let you power your empire and unlock advanced technologies, giving you a serious edge against your rivals. And then we have the Stellar Gateways, and these are built by stellar architects at the edge of black holes. Once you've built 2 of these gateways, you can pair them together, allowing your fleets to travel through one and out of the other, effectively jumping across the galaxy. So these are massively game-changing when it comes to the speed in which you can expand across the galaxy once they're set up. One great example of this is connecting 2 of these gateways from the nearby black holes, going from my base directly next to an enemy's base. Through this, I could move my entire fleet instantly in front of their home planet to attack them without having to travel across multiple systems. So this is massive, especially as you get later into the game, where positioning your fleets becomes more important. Now those were of course a highlight of the expansion given its name of Megastructures, and they do completely mix up and redefine the late game. But there's also a bunch of new techs to unlock, including of course the new Megastructures tech tree, but there's even new quests and events to play through. So because we haven't played Galactic Civilizations IV before, it feels like now is the best time to check it out if 4X strategy games are your thing. Given the variety of content and hours of gameplay you can get out of it, as well as of course these new late game megastructures that just mix up the entire flow of the campaign, the DLC does a very good job with these new additions of keeping things interesting right up until you're near victory. The Megastructures DLC is something I've personally really enjoyed checking out, and if you want to check it out too, we will have a link down below for you. So Galactic Civilizations IV has been a real blast, especially thanks to this new DLC mixing things up, and it does seem like the perfect time to jump in if you're curious. But what do you think of this, and what's your favorite megastructure? For me, it is by far the Dyson sphere, as I love the idea behind it. But make sure you're subscribed down below because we will have more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.